Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. I do have some very solid reasons for my prolonged absence, which I will explain to you in this video. So I thought I would just come here and catch up, keep you all updated on how my journey coming off my medication progressed. It's been since November, I think, so it has been quite a while. And a lot has gone on in those few months, which a lot of it explains where I've been and why I stopped. So let's dive in. Immediately after the last video I posted, my partner's grandmother died. So I was with him and his family, and we had the funeral for her, and that all went on. And as things were settling down on that end, my grandfather died, and for anyone that knows me well, knows how important my grandpapa was in my life, and still is a huge part of me, and always will be. And so that was really, really tough. There's no two ways about that. That was hard, and it kind of took me out of action for a while. And on top of all of that, obviously I was still coming off my meds through that whole thing, which is added stress and added discomfort. So I just thought I would take the pressure that I'd put on myself to sort of keep these logs up by not doing them, basically. So where we last left off, previously on Glee, I was coming off my meds very gradually. I think I was getting to the point the next video would have been doing half a pill every other day, I think, or half a pill every day. I'm not really sure. But the process took longer than I had originally mapped out, because of the physical side effects more than anything else. After Grandpapa died, someone suggested to me that I just keep taking them to help me through the loss, I suppose, but I didn't really want to take that step backwards, so I just powered on through, which was a choice. Instead of taking half a one every other day and then stopping, which was the original plan, the physical side effects were just too much. So I'd got heart palpitations, I'd get lightheaded every time I stood up or every time I moved my head. So I started taking a half, and then I would leave it for as long as I could before I had to take another one. Probably not the healthiest thing to do, but it worked out. So it would be a couple days, and then 3 days, and then eventually I just never took another one. So it was quite unceremonious, to be honest. I think I wanted a bit more of a moment, a bit more of a, yes, this is my last one, go me, I've done it, but it just sort of happened. So that was about mid-December. But since then, I've had my ups and downs, and it's been really difficult navigating whether I'm getting sick again or whether it's just the world and I'm just feeling what everybody else is feeling. We're all cooped up, and I'm very lucky that I work at a school, so I get to go to work, which I know a lot of people don't have. So I'm lucky in that sense, but it still doesn't stop that sort of cooped up feeling. I don't get to see anyone but the people I live with, or do anything or go anywhere, or everybody's in the same boat. It's hard, and I think everybody is feeling that. This week we celebrated a year since that first lockdown, and that's blown my mind that we've all been indoors for a year, bar a little blip in the summer, which I think we can all agree just made everything worse. So I think it's been hard navigating whether that's what I'm feeling, if I'm just feeling the weight of everything, or if I'm getting sick again. But I think it is just the weight of everything. I'll get a good night's sleep and I'll realise that the world isn't ending, not immediately anyway, or I'll go out for some exercise, or I'll read a book, I'll play some Animal Crossing. I'll just take some time to piece myself back together a little bit and realise that actually I'm still okay. Which I think is probably the most that anyone can say about themselves recently. It's that we're all just okay. And I think it's okay just to, you know, to say that no one is doing well. No one is good at the moment. And so it's been important for me over the last few months to realise that and to take the pressure off myself to be okay. You know, I think coming off my meds, for me, I don't want to take that step back. I don't want to think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have stayed on them. This was a mistake. And I haven't felt that as of yet. I may do down the line, but for right now I haven't felt that. And it's been a very important realization for me over the last few months to sit back and think, yeah, you know what, everybody's feeling this way. Everybody is struggling with how the world is at the moment. And that while it's not ideal, it's okay. You know, you've got to admit that to yourself, that this is unprecedented circumstances and it's alright to be a little bit low. But as long as we're all hanging in there, I think we're all doing a really good job. You know? Whether it's just all you manage to do is shower in the day, good job, because honestly, who have you got to shower for? Like, what are you doing? What have you got to shower for? Nothing. So good job. Whether it's going out and doing your daily walk or, you know, getting out of bed, good job, because it's a struggle most days for me. So you're nailing it. I started running recently, which was the biggest mistake I think I've ever made. I've been telling people for years, don't run. It's a really poor form of exercise and it really hurts your knees. And I thought I'd start couch to 5k. Before lockdown, I used to go to the gym and I was relatively fit, and lockdown's just made me a bit fat and unfit, and like walking up a flight of stairs, that's me done for the day. So I thought I would do couch to 5k and start running, and I hurt my knees. My knees now really hurt. People are constantly pointing out to me that I'm walking with a limp. Oh, Megan, do you know you're walking with a limp? Yes, I do, actually. I'm walking with a limp because I'm in pain and I'm aware of that. But thank you for your concern. So running isn't a form of exercise I would recommend. Maybe like yoga or something. But while I was able to run, I actually quite enjoyed it. It kind of gave me half an hour of the day at the end of my day after work to clear my head, to run off some of my stress and my anxieties, and just to let it all go. So up until I was unable to do that, that was really fun. I've been reading a lot. I used to read a lot as a teenager, and the more I struggled with my mental health, the more I struggled to be able to concentrate on a book, or like absorb anything that I was reading. So it's been quite nice to read. I've read, I think I'm on book 5 of 2020 now, which is impressive for me. So I might do another little video on that later, and do little like book reviews, see how I'm feeling. That's my life, basically, as I'm sure it is everybody's, just trying to find things to pass the time, and trying to just get on with things, isn't it? The best that we can. Things are looking hopeful. Vaccines are being rolled out. My mum is, you know, heading up some of the vaccine centres, and she's crushing it and won't stop until I think the whole of Wales is vaccinated, and I think she'll probably get there soon. Yeah, it's looking hopeful. It's looking, I don't want to say things will be open soon and that'll be great, and because there's also that risk that another wave will come and we'll all be right back where we were going on into 2022. But I think things are going to be okay. Not that it really matters what I think, but I'm rambling now. I don't have much else to say. I'm gonna try and do some more videos. I'm on Easter break now because I work at a school. So I've got a couple of weeks. I'm going to attempt to make donuts, I think, at some point. Might document that because I think it would be very funny to watch me try and make donuts. But I'll try and do some more videos and keep you more in the loop with what's going on up here, as the point was to sort of help anyone that was thinking of coming off their meds to watch me do it. And I'm sorry that I've kind of let you guys down on that front, but you guys, as if anyone other than Abby is watching this. Who do I think I am? Yeah, I'm going to try a little bit harder to keep, I don't know, I think coming off my meds was the right thing for me. It's not the right thing for everyone, but I'd like to keep documenting the journey. You know, it's not just about the actual process of it, but you know, it's still a process after I've come off them now, to see how I can cope with just, you know, sorry, thing flashed up, but like just being alone up there without anything, you know, combating it. So yeah, don't really have much else to say. I did already film this video actually, and I think what was coming out of my mouth was a lot better in the last one, but there was some construction noise going on outside, and when I listened back to it, it was bad, so I had to refilm it, and now it's just nonsense. But nonsense is what I do best. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this, Abby, the only person watching it, and I hope you don't mind me waffling too much. And thank you very much for putting up with it if you've made it this far. Bye.